What were you thinking when you went down so quickly?
Not too much. I was just like, it's coming really fast at me. She's not making a lot of mistakes. I'm not getting depth on the ball. Um, I was trying to think what to do out there to change that, and she started making a little more unforced errors, and I tried to, I got a little more depth on the ball. I started serving a little bit better, and all of a sudden I kept getting 1 point after another, and started getting the belief that I could get that set.
You just think of it as the tennis, or are you also thinking about, wait a second, here I am?
Um, I was just trying to think of it as the tennis, and then I started thinking about it as the time out there. I was like, well, this is going really quick. Let's try and slow it down a little bit, and let's try and get a little extra time out here.
Caroline, first of all, allow me to just to thank you for all you've given to our sport over the years.
Thank you so much.
My question is that in a tennis career, there's so many different decisions that shape your path, your destiny, so to speak. If there were one or two most important decisions that you have made in your career, what would they be?
Oof, I feel like there's been a lot of great decisions, I think, and important decisions. I think, sticking with my dad and that partnership, I think, has made me the player that I am today. And I think the choice of having great fitness coaches has really also shaped the player that I am, because I've always been the physically fit and the strongest player out there, or at least in my head. If I wasn't, I was one of them. And, I think that has really given me a lot over the years.
Caroline, it was one of those vintage Wozniacki comebacks, as people were saying, but I'm curious, for you, looking back, what do you think is the greatest comeback in a match that you've had in your storied career?
I don't know. There's been a lot of them. One that I remember would be against Kuzi at the US Open. I think it was a fourth round, late match. I don't remember if it was 2009. It could have been 2009. That was a crazy match because she was up quick, and I think she won the first set easy, and then I won 7-6, and then something crazy in the third set. But that was a really exciting match, and a match that I played really well in.
Caroline, what are the emotions like for you out there when it's an atmosphere like that and everybody's cheering for you, and you know that it's not going to be that many more matches?
Well, hopefully it's still going to be a lot of matches.
Fine.
Yeah. Well, it feels great. The crowd is really supporting me out there, and they're really standing behind me, which is amazing. And it's a tournament where I've always had crowd support, so it just feels even more special because it's even more now. So it really feels, I feel just lucky to be out there and still playing on a high level.
Caroline, when she was serving in the first set at 5-2, she came out and broke into love, 4 straight unforced errors off her racket. Was that one of those moments where, in terms of maybe not even thinking about the second set, you're like, there's the wobble that I need in terms of feeling like she might start missing again?
Honestly, there was no real proper feeling out there today because she came out swinging and she started making the lines and everything was going in, even balls that I don't think she knew were possible to hit it that way. And I was just thinking to myself, surely it can't continue. And if it's going to continue, then there's not much I can do out there. But, then she started making errors, and I was just hoping that she was going to keep doing those because, it was really a match where, is it going to go in? And is she going to keep firing? Then she's going to, win it. But I also knew if I could just stay with her the first 2-3 points after the serve and after the return, then it was getting more into my favor. So that's really what I was going to try and do out there.
The second set, in a lot of ways like the first, but then you're ahead. How was that near the end, particularly that 4-5, where she's taking that trainer break? And
yeah, obviously she tried to break my rhythm, and at 5-4 there was I don't think there was anything wrong. She was running just fine. So that's a trick that she's done before, and I knew that it was coming. But I was just trying to stay focused, and I had match point, I had chances, and I didn't take them. Some of them she played well, some of them I played too passively, and in the end I just tried to just keep focusing, just keep grinding, keep hanging in there, and I finally made it at 6-5 for me, and that was a nice relief.
Hey, Caroline. Anyone named Caroline, of course, knows the great Neil Simon song, Sweet Caroline. Talk about it. How many times have you heard it? Does it still get to you? Have you ever met him?
I don't know that I can count how many times I've heard that song, but it's a special song for me, especially here, because when I won the tournament, they played the Sweet Caroline song, so it's a great memory, and it means a lot after great wins like this that it gets played. So it's a special song for me and the team and my family.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.